Hi, everyone. Welcome to Astrho Live Partner Showcase Day 2. We are here in this session with Syncbnb, and Alex is actually the founder, CEO of Syncbnb. So we're so excited to have him here, that he's giving us his time. And we're going to dive into a demo of Syncbnb. And one of the topics I think that's really interesting to talk about with what Syncbnb offers is having your own website and book direct. And I know many people struggle with this, may think it's really hard to do, and Alex is an expert in this area. So in addition to other features and capabilities of what Syncbnb offers, I know that one particularly is a hot topic. So with that, I will give you the full stage. Alex, I'm gonna go on mute and turn my camera off, and I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you very much, Heather. It's a great pleasure being here today. Thank you for inviting me. And it's also great, being part of the showcase of partners of Astrho. And I believe very much in your cause. And I think that it's something that will help many vacation rental owners, all over the US and other countries. Before I dive into the demo, just a few things about me and Syncbnb. So Syncbnb was founded in 2017 by my co-founder Petrus and myself. We currently employ 17 people, and we have customers in more than 80 countries. So what Syncbnb is, we're a channel manager for vacation rentals. That means that we make sure that you never get a double booking. So we help you list on more channels. So Airbnb, Booking, Vrbo, Expedia, TripAdvisor, there's a bunch of them, more than 200 listing sites that we support, and we can help you get listed on. And then when you're listed on those sites and you're getting bookings from those sites, we make sure that all your calendars are synchronized always in real time so that you never get a double booking. And I'm sure many of you know how bad a double booking is. If you don't, you're the lucky ones. We hope you never get one, because if you do get a double booking, it's a nightmare. You have to relocate the second customer. You have to cancel the second booking. If you relocate them to a place that's more expensive, you have to pay the difference. Since you as a host have canceled a reservation, you get penalized by the channels. You start showing up lower in search results. It's very bad. So Syncbnb makes sure, and we also offer a 0 double booking guarantee. And how that works is, we guarantee you will never get a double booking while using Syncbnb. If that happens, because 2 bookings might come in the same second, there's nothing we can do there. What we do is we take care of the double booking. So we find a nice place that's the same or better than the one you already booked to relocate the second customer. We pay the difference if it's more expensive. We talk to the channels to make sure that your profile is not affected by that. So it's like it never happened. Syncbnb, what we offer you is peace of mind, besides all the other stuff. So with that said, let me just share my screen and show you real quick how Syncbnb works. So let me see. Let me try to show the correct screen. Heather, is my screen?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, great. So this is the Syncbnb dashboard. This is what you will see when you first log into the application after you have set it up. So I won't go through the setup process, which is it's very easy. It's a 10-20 minute process. There's someone that takes you, and helps you step by step through the live chat of the website to set you up. Once you're set up, this is what you see. You see a dashboard with some information about, previous months and your upcoming bookings. If you click on an upcoming booking, you can see all the information about that booking. So where it came from, who it is, how many nights, how many guests, the information that the channel sent, all the contact information of the guest, and also the details of the price of the property. So what the booking value is, what the cleaning fee is, and other stuff. So the dashboard is what you first see when you log in. This section setup is what you will use only once when you start using Syncbnb for the first time. And this is where you will add your rentals. So this specific account has 5 rentals, and then you can add your channels. So all we need for each channel, you just click on add new, add a new one, And you just select what type of channel it is and the name of the channel. And then you just add your username and password, and our system will automatically log in and pull all the data that it needs from that channel in order for the system to set it up. Then you have team management, where you can set up your team members. So if you have someone that does cleaning and someone else that does check-in, and you have someone that does finances and other stuff, this is where you invite them, and you can set up access levels for each one. And you can set up detailed access levels, like this user has access to this property and up to that level. The heart of the system is the next option, which is bookings, which is where you will see all your bookings gathered in one place. And you can just filter by rental and then filter by channel if you want to filter specific channels, the type of booking, select the dates, and then you get a full list. And you can even export the list into an Excel file, and then you can open it, and you can share that Excel file with third-party systems or partners or whatever, and you have everything here. So continuing to the rest of the application, you can go to the calendar where you can see all your bookings for each specific property in one place. So if we select a 4-bedroom villa, for example, you can see these are all bookings that have been added from within Syncbnb. So you can see the bookings that came from channels. So you can see this icon here. This booking came from the website of the specific host. He has his own direct booking website built with the help of Syncbnb. I'll tell you more about that in a second. This is a booking that came from Airbnb, and this is a booking that was created manually in Syncbnb. So let's say, for example, someone phones and says, hi, I want to book next week. And you get a direct booking by phone. Then you click this button that says add booking, and you can add the booking details here. And as soon as you add them, we will update all the other channels and block those dates so that you don't get a double booking on those dates. We also have a multi-calendar where you can see all your bookings for all your properties in one screen. And for people with multiple properties, it's much easier to watch them like this than a simple calendar. Then we have rate management, where you can set up your rates in Syncbnb, and then we push them to 3 channels. We push them to Airbnb, to Booking, and Expedia. And very soon, we will also support Verbo and TripAdvisor. So if you have these 3 channels, you can save a lot of time by just adding your rates on Syncbnb, and then Syncbnb will push your rates to those channels. We have multiple methods of pushing rates. So we support price parity. So whatever price you set up, this is the price that your customers will see on other channels. And we also support net pricing. So you can just tell us that you want to get 100 euros or dollars per night in your pocket. And then our system automatically calculates how much it has to send to each channel, depending on the commission structure and the fees that you're paying to each channel. So we will send 115 to Booking, and 118 to Expedia, and 103 to Airbnb, depending on the commission structure you have. So we support both systems, both net pricing and price parity. Then we have expenses. This is where you can record all your expenses for your properties. And the magic thing about this is when you add a new expense, it's very easy to use. You can select which property this expense refers to. So for example, if you have a utility bill that is split among 2 different or 3 or all of your properties, we do the splitting automatically. So you just add the amount. And also if it's a period expense, you can select the period that this expense refers to. Let's suppose it's from the 1st to 30th of June. And then when you add this expense, we do the segmentation, and we split the expense across your rentals and the days. So what that achieves is now you know exactly how much your listing costs you per night. So when you know how much each listing costs per night, you know how much you have to sell it. So this is a very important feature that most of our customers are using, and it's been a lifesaver for most of them. So You can see the list of expenses. You can click on an expense to see more information about it. You can see if it is, if the amount refers to only this specific rental or more rentals, and you can edit and do a bunch of stuff here. So you can also add your own categories. So we have some default categories like gardening, utilities, maintenance, home equipment. You can add your own and have your own categories that we'll use. So then you can see expense per category and various other reports. And since we're talking about reports, we can go to the full report page here and show you what reports you can find in Syncbnb. So the first report you see is a report of booked and blocked nights. So you know how fully booked your properties are. Then you get some KPIs that most managers like to look at, like the occupancy rate, average daily rate, and revenue per available room, and all the other metrics that you can see here. Then we have revenue, and you can select the period for which you want to see these reports. So if you go scroll to the top of the page and you select, let's select, for example, the 2020, so we can see a whole year. Then you can see what's happened in the whole of the year. And then you have a profit loss report, which is very important. You can also filter this profit loss per property and for specific time period. And we combine the information from the expenses management and all the bookings and the revenue we had from your bookings to show you what your profit or loss was for that specific period. And you can see it per month on this chart and also for the whole period. And last but not least, we have the revenue per channel. So you can see how much money you've made from each specific channel. Then we have the marketplace where you can find third-party companies and services that Syncbnb connects to. So we're adding price labs right now for smart pricing. And we have collaboration with Radify, which builds a remote door lock system so that your visitors and your guests can unlock the door and get into your property without you having to be physically there to open the door for them. Welcome pickups, they're available in 30 countries throughout the world, and they do airport pickups, and you can connect with this service to offer airport pickups to your customers. Rentability is a PMS that offers services like invoicing and marketing automation and stuff like that you can use, and the same for Discover Room, and a bunch of other categories with companies doing things that you might or might not want to use. The settings page is where you can set up stuff like the time zone, date format if you want to receive email notifications. This is a very nice feature, support pin. You can define a support 4-digit pin, and if at some point you want to block some dates on your calendar or unblock them or do something on your account and you don't have internet access, you might be somewhere without any internet access, you might have a problem with your SIM card on your phone and the internet is not working, whatever, you can call us, give us your name and your support pin number, and we will do that for you anytime, 24/7. So Syncbnb has a 24/7 support. We're always there. You just click this small icon on the bottom right of your screen, and you can start talking to our team. And all our team, they speak English as well as some other languages, but everyone speaks English, so they can help you at any point. You can change your email, your password, refer a friend, team management, your API keys in case you're a developer and you want to connect to the data in Syncbnb and pull them or push data. You can use these API keys, and then you can manage your account. In the billing section, you can see all your properties and the plan that each property is in, if it's monthly or annual, etc. And then you can set up your payment method and also see all your previous invoices and just print them or do whatever you need with them. So this, in a nutshell, is Syncbnb. It's very easy to use. It's purposefully very easy to use. We built something based on customer feedback. People asked us to build something easy to use, so that's what we did. If you can use Airbnb, you can use Syncbnb. And we also offer a few other products like a booking engine. If you have a website and you want to add direct booking capabilities, we can offer that. We also offer a full direct booking website. So if you want to have your own website, we can do that for you. It costs only $600 one-off. You only pay once and you have your website forever, for life. With other services, you have to pay like $30 a month. With us, you pay once and it's yours forever. And you can find more information at syncbnb.com. And as I said before, 24/7, there's people answering questions. So just click the chat button and ask us anything you want. And also, since I'm here now, I'm happy to answer any questions.
That was great. That was a whirlwind, but I also learned how much more Syncb really is than just a channel manager in that, because I don't think I realized the expense management module. That's
we're constantly adding new features. So this is the latest feature. And now we're building automated messaging. It's going to be ready in a couple of, maybe next month. So you will be able to set up templates, like welcoming your guest or thanking him for staying, stuff like that. And those templates will have automatically filled dynamic fields. So the name of the guest and the date that he's checking in. And these emails will be sent out automatically to users, saying like, "Hi, John, I see that you're checking in on the 15th. Please make sure you find the key under the mat," for example. And those messages will be sent automatically.
And that's just via email. Will you also have text with that product?
Yes, email, text, and the messaging of the platforms. So with Airbnb, these messages can be sent through the Airbnb system, and the guest will see them in his Airbnb application. With other channels, they just get an email or an SMS text. So all of these options will be available.
So we do have a question from the audience, just clarifying that it appears that Syncbnb is a combination of a PMS and a channel manager to enable a client to use just one system. Would you say that's how you describe yourself?
Yes, correct. We started out as a channel manager 3 years ago, and we're gradually adding PMS features. So we have team management, we have expense management, we have a bunch of other stuff available, and we're constantly adding new. So yes, it's correct to say we are an all-in-one software right now, constantly adding new features along the way. But our core thing, the one we started with, is channel management and the correct synchronization of channels. And I'm giving focus on that because I know that a lot of the companies out there that say that they do it, they don't manage it very well, and you get double booking. So people come to us from other channel managers or PMS systems that say that they offer channel management and synchronization of calendars, but they still get double booking. So they come to us to avoid that.
So a question for you, I know, there are different APIs you can build to for Airbnb and for Vrbo. And then there are different, you can send content or you can send promotions. For promotions, maybe I'll start with that question. I know they have different, between Booking, Vrbo, and Airbnb, there are different things that are even available in the API. Can you talk about how that works and how you kind of keep up with those new things?
So with promotions, what we do right now, you can set up various offers. Like, for example, if you have an early bird discount or a late last minute discount, or weekly and monthly, all those are available inside Syncbnb. So you can set them in Syncbnb and we will update them on the 3 channels that I mentioned earlier: Airbnb, Booking, and Expedia. So if you have some very complicated rate plan in Booking.com, for example, and that rate plan has a very specific combination of prices per specific dates or whatever, you can still set that up on Booking.com and we won't touch it. We won't break it.
Override
it.
So
it will continue to work on Booking.com. But from Syncbnb, you can set up the basic things like I mentioned earlier, weekly and monthly discounts, early bird, late last minute, and all that.
And you'd be able to do that. I saw Price Labs as an integration coming soon. That Price Labs.
Exactly. Price Labs will be ready in a few weeks. And if you set up Price Labs to be your main pricing tool, then pricing from Syncbnb will be disabled, and we will just take the prices from Price Labs and push them to the channels.
Wow.
So, by the way, you need to know that Price Labs has even more, and all those pricing tools have even more restrictions. So they don't do offers and stuff like that. They just set up, this is how much you will sell per night. And you cannot even change the amount of people and the extra fee per person, because they tell you that from the research they've done, this is how much you have to sell this property today, even if 2 people stay or 5 people stay. So by using pricing tools like Price Labs or Beyond Pricing or Wheelhouse, you gain something, but you also lose something. So it's you need, it's not for everyone. You need to make sure that this is what you want to use. And regarding the other question that you asked earlier about content, so it's a funny story. When we started out building Syncbnb, the first thing we started to build was content synchronization. So you put your pictures and your photos and descriptions, amenities, facilities in Syncbnb, and then we push that to the channels. What we realized was that the APIs of the channels were not ready yet. They weren't correct, and there were a lot of problems. So what we ended up doing was every time our system automatically pushed the content to the channel, a human person had to go into the channel and check every field one by one to make sure that it's correct. Because the automatic system might push like you have a hair dryer, and the other system was expecting to find blow dryer, and there was a mismatch and it lost it completely. So we had to have humans doing the quality assurance. Now, we realized that the time it took for a human to do the quality assurance was the same time that it took him to actually do the content by himself. So we have a product that's called Revenue Booster, where a human takes your content from your channel, whatever channel you are right now, and manually puts it on any other channel you want. It costs $75 per channel. We have many people using it that don't want to do it. However, we propose to our customers to do it on their own, because when you want to list on a new channel, it's good for you to see how it works. So you will only find out how it works if you update your content and put your photos and everything on your own. So we only offer the Revenue Booster to people that we know that they know how each channel works. So if you have 10 properties and you put the first 2 on your own, we can do the 8 others for you.
I see.
But we suggest strongly to our customers to do it on their own for the first time, so that they know how the channel works.
It really is interesting, because that's not even, this is a good education, like not even a Syncbnb kind of capability. It's about just the quality of the API from the channel, and that some of that content might not even be available in the API, and you have to go into the channel directly to make sure it's accurate. And it's just an industry problem. So it's really interesting to hear how you solve it. That's great. And then
sorry, just one quick thing.
Sure.
Content is something that you're not okay with 80% of the job done.
Yeah. Because
the rest of the 20% might be information that's critical to get you bookings. So if the API fails to update that you have a pool, and your property gets on the channel without a pool, then you're missing out on half of your customer base. So it's something that you need to do 100% correctly.
Yeah, it's a great, I think it's such a great topic we should talk more about kind of as an industry, but it's so good to hear kind of the approach you take to make sure it is 100% accurate, because it matters. Yeah. The last question, Alex, I have is, how much does it cost?
Sure. So Syncbnb costs $25 per property per month. And we also have annual discounts. So if you prepay annually, you get a 20% discount. So then it's just $20 per month. And we also have bulk discounts. So if you come with 3 properties or more, you get bulk discounts. So just to give you a ballpark figure, if you have 10 properties, instead of $25, you will pay $15.
Great. Okay. Yeah, this was really educational for me too. I know about Syncbnb, but didn't realize all the new features that you offered, and then what's coming down the development roadmap for you. So that's great to hear. Any final thoughts, or how to close it out?
Just like to thank you, all for being here today, and to something that we announced a very short while ago. Syncbnb has bought the vacation rental part of a company called GetAbed. They're based in Mexico. And what that allows us is we'll be adding even more PMS features to Syncbnb even faster. And because of this transition from a plain channel manager that only does syncing to a full-fledged software that does much more stuff, we are also rebranding, and our new name is HostHub. So we will do the rebranding of the website and the switch of all our properties from Syncbnb to HostHub after the summer is over, so around October maybe. But it's the first time I'm announcing this.
Exciting, yeah, rebranding.
Except for the the press release that we sent, it's the first time I'm saying on on video. So
thank you, yeah. Well, excited for Host Hub and Syncbnb and kind of where the future of Host Hub will go. And this was super educational. Thank you for your partnership with Astrho too, Alex. So we look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you very much. You're doing an amazing job, and thank you for, I'm happy to be part of this.
Thanks for your support. Okay, have a great rest of your evening. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thanks all.